The world's largest CPR class is something that we began for that very reason, to educate people that any attempt at resuscitation is better than no attempt. It began as a live stream event on YouTube back in 2020, and we had about 24,000 people log on and watch Richard Wilkins and myself talk about sudden cardiac arrest and give a demonstration of how to do CPR and use an AED. Channel 9 did it the following year, 2021, and they did it again 2022, so it became a national thing. It ran for about an hour and a half, actually, on Channel 9. I don't think there's ever been a 1.5 hour TV special dedicated to sudden cardiac arrest anywhere else in the world, but we've done it here in Australia, and it's quite interesting. So I have said to Channel 9, I said, look, I think we could pull it back to an hour. I think that's enough. An hour and a half might be a bit long. But anyway, then the next thing in the middle there, that sticker is what we encourage people to do. Register their AEDs with Heart of the Nation, and we'll send you out those stickers to put on the outside of your business, on the window or the door, so that anybody walking past, they don't have to be a customer, anybody can see that sign and know there is an AED inside that business. Now that is something that is part of Frank's legislation, not to register it with us, but to make sure that there is a sign on the outside of a building so that anybody knows where to find that AED. Because tragically, up until this legislation passes, or was enacted, I should say, if you go into somebody's building and they have an AED, invariably it's in a back room, it's in an office, it's in a drawer, it's in a cupboard, it's somewhere where it is not visible. We need to make these things a lot more visible. And so because we have a database of around 7,000 AEDs around the country now, we do have an app that shows the location of those AEDs, and we're talking to our friends at Ambulance about how we can share that data that we have that relates to South Australia and make it publicly available so that everyone can benefit from this. That's what this is all about, designing those good outcomes. Oh, that's another initiative that we have, and this is the one that national pharmacies have been very good to support us with those AEDs and those bright yellow cabinets on the outside of their pharmacies. And actually, Rotary here in South Australia, I'm here for an event tomorrow with them as well. They're supporting us with this program, and they've rolled out, I think, about 17 of these packages now throughout parts of South Australia, and there's 2 or 3 other residents here in South Australia that have these in their street. So somebody has put one on the outside of their home, on their wall, so it can be accessible 24/7 for them and their neighbours.